What is one of your biggest fears? Maybe it's a fear of expanding or for letting people see you or speaking your truth or really fully owning your power as a creator or being alone or, yeah, being alone instead of with the wrong person or, I don't know, losing all your money or whatever it is that we have these big fears around. They show up through a process that's called transference. And that is when we project some fear we have or some past belief about something, we project it onto something else. And so today's daily dose and the medicine to extract today is to just notice. Notice where transference is alive in your life. Notice where you might be projecting beliefs about the past or belief about a certain situation onto a current belief or a current situation. Or to a current situation. And just notice if you can find that. One of the easiest ways to do it is to see it in other people, right? It's harder to see it in ourselves. And that is the journey as we grow and evolve and we continue on this deep path of inner work. There's no end. It doesn't matter like how far advanced you are. The more advanced you are, the more you know you got to keep going, right? It's just you're seeking different teachers. You're seeking different avenues for expanding because you've reached a certain point. And no matter where you are on the journey, it becomes a journey of extracting the medicine moment to moment. Not like I'm going to go on a retreat, or I'm going to read this book, or I'm going to do this course. Those things help us. Those things amplify the journey. They amplify or accelerate the results. And yet the work is day to day. No one can do that for you. Not a coach, not a healer, not a therapist, not a partner. No one, not your dog, like your kids, no one's going to do this for you. The work, the inner work is ours alone to do. It's being with ourselves. It's looking within. It's facing and touching the shame, touching the trauma, touching the betrayal, touching the loss, touching the grief, touching the money issues, touching, whatever the identity issues are, or whatever we're going through now, whatever we've gone through in the past, it's about touching it, coming into contact with it by ourselves. No one can do that for us. So once you gain a certain number of tools, you get to do this work by yourself, right? But no one has the codes for you. Nobody downloaded the codes to give to you. You have the codes. It's your work to unlock them. It's your work to tap into them. Your codes for abundance, your codes for freedom, your codes for happiness, your codes for alignment and self-expression, your codes for truth and sovereignty, whatever that means for you. I am all about holding space, and I say, yeah, it's up to you to do it. And it's helpful to have a guide. It's helpful to have a guide when we're kind of just not sure where to start, or we're at our next level, we're at our growth edge, and we've got some blind spots. And it's helpful to have a framework or frameworks that someone who's been doing this path for a long time, guiding and facilitating other people in their transformation and breakthroughs, up-leveling and extraction of their own medicine, so that they can, remember who they really are and do the work they're really here to do. It's helpful to have a guide. And if this is speaking to you, if you are in the process, you do your work, please join me on October 26th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be recorded. It's a 2.5-hour free workshop. Liberation, owning your power, owning our power as creators. We're going to go so deep in this experience. I'm not holding anything back just because it's free. I am asking for you to join me. If this is resonating, forward this to anyone who needs to hear, share. I will so greatly appreciate that. And the takeaway for today, I'll share the link in the description below. It's actually at Workshops with Stephanie. Or Workshop with Stephanie. The link will be below in the comments. Please take this moment today to think about where in your life there's this energy of transference, and how is that actually impacting you today from a belief or a perception or an experience you had in the past. That's my sign. I gotta go. Extracting the medicine.